hope you have seen something about the header and footer. Header and footer in the Word. MS Word we have be used to see the header and footer, and here in the Excel also we can see the header and footer. I have shown you in the header regarding if you want to include the chapter title, chapter name, or the author name, or the page number, and all these things, you can also insert the header and footer option. And the same way here also in Word, in Excel also we can add the header and footer files. And how to add the header and footer we'll see first. And first select the document, select the sheet in which you want to go, and click on the insert tab. And insert tab we have a word called header and footer here. Header and footer is available here. Click on header and footer, and you will directly get able to see the Excel sheet. The spreadsheet is divided into different pages. You can see how it is divided. You can see this is as one page, and the other page as another one, and all these things you can see this. You can see one more page is coming over here, one more page is like this. You can see the pages has been divided, classified accordingly as per things. Now what we can do is we can add the header as well as footer, and for the top of the row will come across the header. If you want to add something to the header, what you can add? You can add many number of things are there. Many things are there, and for this call, just go to the click on the header option. You'll get a design tab. In this design tab, you can see this. You can insert page number, number of pages, date, time, file path, file name, sheet name, picture. All these things can be inserted. Just we'll see one by one. Just see one by one. If you want to insert the page number, just click on the page number option here. You will display a page number option over here. Just click on the enter. Just click on the enter. You can see this. This is the first page. You can see this as a first page. You can see this as the first page. And when you go to the second page, you can see this. The data is consolidated. The data is shared out to the second page also. Then you are seeing the second page here. Likewise, if you insert the number of pages, likewise the same will go on. I have made a sample for you. Just see this. And then say this. I have made a sample here. Then I have inserted the page number and click on enter. See this. This is first page. This is the second page. This is the third page. Like this, the page numbers will come over all the place. And the section is divided into three parts. You can see this. Come to the first page. You can see this. This section, header section is divided into three parts. You can insert as well as the page number. If you want to insert any other components also, you can add to the header part. And if you want to insert, I have inserted only the page number. If I want to insert along with the page number, I want to insert the number of pages also. For that purpose, click on this and give a space. Click on and page option. Just click on this option. Just give a space and go to number of pages. Go and select the number of pages. Okay, and then go to the enter. And see, I forgot to give the and of the number of pages. See, 1 of 17. Then the second page will get as 2 of 17. I have inserted 17 pages. So 3 of 17, 4 of 17, 5 of 17, like this. You can insert the number of pages. Some books will give you a default size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some papers or some articles or some books will get for the 1 of 17, 2 of 17, 3 of 17 also. You can also insert this. And you can insert any point. You can insert at the top 3 columns. Any of these 3 columns. Either you can insert in the middle one, left or right column. You can insert the page numbers as per your requirements. If you want to insert more than one component means that if you want to insert not only the page number, if you want to insert the title, you can insert the title. If you want to insert some text, whatever the things might be, you can insert all the varieties of the data here. Then we have option, we have seen page number, we have seen number of pages, and we can also see the date. See this. If you want to insert the current date is available. And if you also want to insert the current time, then you can see insert the current time and go to the click on enter. You will get the time here. And the thing is that whenever you are opening the document, the time will change. You are opening the document after 10 minutes, the time will change. If you are opening the document after 10 days or 15 days, the document will change the time also, date also. It's a thing which should be noted out. Here, if you are saying the 28, whatever the system time shows, then it goes on showing the time. See this, if I want to insert one more time, if I insert the time, see this, it is showing us 6:11 because the system time is 18:10 at that time, 6:10, now it is 6:11. So the system time is moving accordingly and the display of the time will be done accordingly. And we can insert the date, time, number of pages, and also one more options are there. Go to design tab and we have current time. If you want to go for the file path, location, where the file is located, you can also insert the file location. Then click on the file. Then see this, I have this file at the location called users Dell desktop and where the education is a file name. You can see the file name over here at the top, where the education is a file name. Then it is been created on the desktop. Then it is located there. It will also gives you the location of the file also. You can insert multiple also. If you want to insert the sheet name, if you want to insert the file name also, you can insert. You can insert the picture. If you are using some companies, if you want to give the company logo, you can also insert the company logos also. Just we will try the picture. There is a picture here and the desktop. I have some pictures. I have a picture here. Then I'll click on insert. Then see this, the picture will also comes over here. Picture will also comes over. You can insert the n number of things. Either you can go for the page number, either you can go for the date and time, either you can go for the file location, either you can go for the image. All these things at the header as well as the footer. See this. This is also called footer, and footer is also available to you. You can insert the footer also here. If you want to insert the page numbers here, otherwise if you want to insert the author name, if you want to insert the author, you can insert the author name also. You can see the name will goes on continuously. For every page, you will get the same footer here, same footer. Header as well as footer can be inserted for every page. The Excel itself divides the page itself and makes it available. For this, click on head and footer. One page number of pages, page number, current date, current time, file path, and all these options are available here. You can also go for header and you can also go for the footer. These are the two ways of options which you are going to use. Is it clear? Header and footer. Okay. Then now we go to the one more option called consolidation. We go to one more option called consolidation. What is this consolidation? Let us see. I'll give a small example that I have taken three sheets called, see this, 2016, 2017, 2018. 2016 is a file sheet, 2017 is a sheet, and 2018 is a sheet. And where we consist of the data regarding the sales of three individual salesmen. Sales has been recorded here. Three individual salesmen sales is recorded here as January, February, and March. January, February, and March. And in 2016, they have done the sales, and 2017, they have done the sales like this, and 2018, they have done the sales like this. Have made the statement like this. But I want to make the consolidation of this. Why? Because I want to show the performance of the three employees for the last 3 years in the first 3 months of the first quarter of the year. In the first quarter, I want to determine the performance. I want to evaluate the performance. And how to make the consolidation is the problem I am going to face. And for this, I can use the consolidation function. I can use this and I can directly select the function and I can make the consolidation table like this. I have made the consolidation table like this. I'll show how to make the consolidation table. Then first I'm saying that there are the cells called 2016 where the data has been given in the 4x4 matrix here, and the same place we have located the March 2017 also and March 2018 also. It is located in the same places. The places in January 24, 26, the values may deviate, values may vary, but the performance of ABC is here, the same ABC here, same ABC here. The location cell addresses should not be vary, should be same constant positions. And now I come to the particular cell here. Why? Because the location of the cell is the location. What I need is the location of the summation of this B2 cell in the 2016, this B2 cell in 2017, and B2 cell in the 2018. B2 cell in the 2018. Generally, what I'm getting is that, see this 25 in 2016, 30 in 2017, 55 plus 24, 55, 59, 69, 79. I need to get the answer. And directly I'll get in the consolidated sheet. Consolidated sheet, I'll get the values directly. Then how to get is that, you can click on equal to sum, Either you can also press on alt equal to also will get the same sum. Open the bracket. When the cursor is blinking over there, when the cursor is blinking over here, just go to the, I'm making some more zoom. Just I'll go to the make zoom and alt equal to, I'll get the sum. Then in this cell, in the particular cell, I need the summation of the 2016 cell address, 2017 cell, 2018 cell. This sum content of the same B2 cell values should be summed over here. For that, just click on open 2016 and select 2016 cell. In the same wise, press on shift, hold the shift key and press on 2018. Press on 2018 and click on enter. See, you will get in the consolidated sheet, the values will be appear here. And this is, see this, the term is that sum is equal to 2016 to 2018 B2 cell address you are getting. Once again, I will repeat, you see, let's listen to me. Press on equal to symbol, give the sum function, open the bracket, let the cursor blink over there, go to the location C2, it is C2. I want the summation of 2016, 2017, 2018. 2016, 2017, 2018, C2 values sum. Okay, then go to 2016, press on this number 2016, and no need to again go for 2017 cell, 2017, 2018 workbooks. Directly press on the shift key and press on 2018. It means that go to from range 2016 cell to 2017, 2018, 3 areas, 3 cells, 3 workbooks, and click on enter. Directly will get in the consolidated statement here as the 75. You can verify this. You can verify the 75 also. It is 26 here. It is 26 here. It is 25 here. 51. 51 plus 24, 75. You will get the exact values. You will get the exact values of 75. You get this exact values. And no need to drag all these things. No need to do all these things. If you have done with one, you can directly drag this like this, and you can drag this like this. If you are dragging more than one column, see this, there are no values or no values being given in the B5, C5, D5. That's why we are getting as the zeros. If you are expanding like this, you will get zeros. Why? Because there are no values on E2, E3, E4, E5 in the previous cells. In the previous tabs in 2016, 2017, 2018, no data is found in the 2007 in the E column, and also 5th row. That's why you are getting only the zeros here. Just you can restrict yourself to the particular cells so that you can easily get the data. Here. Is it clear now? There is a limitation for this regarding the consolidation. The thing is that I gave you a word that the data should be in the same position. If you apply the formula. Like this is equal to sum, the data range should be the same. But even if you are placing the data, in different places also, you can manage the data consolidation. But how you can do this data consolidation? By various places is the thing you need to learn now. I have created a duplicate files of this 2016, 17, 18 consolidation and the 3 files separately. You can see this 2016 one, 2017 one, 2018 one. I have given 3 files directly with the duplicate files 2016, 2017, 2018. I made a duplicate files of this, copy of it, and I need to make the data done. Then for this, I'm going a new cell. I'm going for a new sheet here, and this new sheet can be created. I've been creating a new sheet here, where it is. I can see this. I can create a new sheet here, and the sheet is new consolidation. New consolidation. New consolidation have been given a name as new consolidation. And let us see how we make it here. Then what I have done is I have made the data in different places. I have moved the data from different places as the location is not the same. The location of the data is not the same. The data have been moved over from this point to this point in 2016. In 2016, I have done the change. And in 2017 also, I have made the change of place, change of data. See this FGHIJ. Then here, see EF. From F I have done here. And here I can move over the data to somewhere like this. And also here I've done somewhere data like this, GHIJ, and I'm moving this to this cell. It means that the data is arranged differently at different places. We can also make the consolidation of data with these different cells range also. The thing is only the criteria is that you need to go for a order. By using the data validation tab. You can see this. You have a data validation here. And in this data validation, data consolidation is done. Here. And I'm clicking on this new consolidation sheet. And in this sheet, I want some consolidation of data. Then you can have a tab, or we can see the thing. You can see the consolidate data here. In data tab, you can see consolidate. Click on the consolidate tab. You will get a dialog box called consolidate. Consolidate means that merging the data and give the resultant factors. And here they're asking whether you want to whether you want to go for the sum, whether you want to go for the count, average, max, minimum, product, or deviation, anything they're asking. I need to go for the summation of the values. Why? Because I need the sum of the performance of the sales of A salesman, B salesman, and C salesman to a one column for January, February, March to the in different years. I need to make the sum of the sales made by the three salesmen. And for this purpose, I went on to the figure like this. I'm going for the reference. And for this reference, I need to click on this reference, and I can go to 2016 and I can select the reference like this. And I can get back to here and click on add option. Then I have added one reference. And again, I can go for 2017. I can go for the clicking on this, and then again go for the add option. Then again go for the browsing, and 2018, select the range. And you can click on the add option. Now it is asking something called, there are three options called use labels in top row, left column, or create links to source data. You tick all these things, you mark all these things, top row, left column, and create data link sources, and click on OK. Say this, here got the data here. January, February, March, ABC, DEF, GHI, and all these things are there. Just will compare whether the data is 109 is correct or not. 109 is correct or not. We'll see. You can see here. You got 55 here. You have got 30 here, 85, and you have got your 24. Then you'll get 109. Ultimately, you'll get the 109. 109 is a term you're going to get here. You can see this February. Then this 26. Then 25, 51 plus 24, 75. You are getting the answers directly with this terminology, with this using. And we have a new things added to your columns. See this, see go to the row headings 1, 2, 3, 4. There have been some hiding. There have been something which are hidden. Then click on these plus symbols. You can also get this like this. This way the education sheet 1, the value is 55. 30 and 24 the summation of this 109. And here 26, 25, 24 is 75. You can make this unbold, you can make this unbold or bold, or you can make this bold, and you can make this as a total of this. And you can also press here plus one more time. This is a summation of this 86 is a summation of these things. You can also make this bold. If you want to go for the overview summary of the data, you can go for the summary of data. Either if you want to go for the detailed description of the data, you can also go for the detailed description of the data like this by using this data consolidation tab. Data consolidation tab is very much useful in making the consolidated report of the students. Consolidated report of the students, you can make the consolidation, and using this consolidation tab, you can press on this. And even one more advantage what you are going to get is that, if I have made any change in the cells, automatically this will be reflected in the consolidated table also. Why? Because I have created the link between the worksheets. Then see this, I am making this 55 as 25. It means that I have reduced 30 here. Then you can see this, the consolidation tab will also change this here. See this, I have changed the 25 here. Then you can see 25, 20 and 34, you have made the changes. Whatever the changes you are going to do in the tabs, you can see this, I have been making this as 1030. Then click on enter, you can go to the new consolidation tab. You can see this as 1079. You can see this as 1000. Whatever the changes, I have been creating a link for the three things. You can see this, click on the data and click on consolidation. See this, I have created the link, create links to the data, source data. It means that I have been creating with the source data. What is the source data? The data which I have taken from the 2016, 2017 and 2018 is the source data. From the source data, I have been created a link and also made it available. So I have created the link like this and added and click on OK. Then you get automatically the things. No consolidation, no data was consolidated. And here already we have done the data consolidation. If you want to view the data like this, you can view. Either you can make the summary of this like this. You can make the summary of this like this. You can use on your requirements, basing on the requirements. If there is any corrections also, you can make the corrections manually and you can arrange the things accordingly as per your requirements. Is it okay?